Sup everybody, hope all y'all are doing undeniably fan-freaking-tastic out there. It is I, your Grand Poobah Booyah James SelfStandard, and welcome all of you back to another episode of Ring Ramblings, where I ramble about stuff that happens in a ring. And folks, tomorrow is WWE Night of Champions 2025 from Saudi Arabia. But folks, I need to go ahead and address this issue real quick. I know there's been a lot of conflict going on in the Middle East, and there's been a lot of debates up in the air about whether or not this event should even be still happening in Saudi Arabia. But y'all, look, I remember many eons ago when we were still at war with Iraq over there in the Middle East. It was Iraq, Baghdad, somewhere around that area. We were still at war there too, but they was doing the tribute to the troops from like actual military camps. So honestly, in this situation, look y'all, the whole WWE roster, they're under the strict protection of the Saudi government, and that's saying a lot. Alright. Say what you want about Saudi Arabia, but look, yo, they freaking love some WWE over there. Like it or not, the Saudi Arabian government freaking love WWE. Alright. So let's just try not to stress about it. Let's just go ahead and get through this event and see where it goes. Alright, because I know we're going to be back there anyway in January come the Royal Rumble, which I gotta talk about that later. But I apologize for the quality of the video so far. My audio may be getting like very severely messed up. You know what? I might regret this because it's like hot in my room right now. But I've only got this one fan going, and I might as well unplug. I only got this one fan blowing right here now. Alright. Don't know if it's gonna mess with the green screen any, but we're gonna try to get through this. Alright. Let's just go ahead and ramble about the match, alright? First match, the United States Championship is being defended by Jacob Fatu, who takes on Solo Sikoa. Now, it seems like right now Jacob is like the only member of the renewed bloodline left standing, and Solo, he's just there with JC Mateo. I really don't know where this is going to go. I feel like this feud may have been a little bit rushed, but all things considered, I felt like they really didn't have much of a choice in the matter. Like, if the Tongans were still around, I could picture, I don't know, maybe Jacob going on a gauntlet quest to get the Solo. So, look, I know Jacob has to win this match because eventually we're going to have to see Jacob versus JC Mateo at one point. One of these days we're going to. We have to, dude. We have to. Alright. So, I'm going to get this one to Jacob. Alright, next up, we have a street fight. Don't know why it's a street fight. A street fight between Mommy Rhea Ripley and Raquel Rodriguez. Man, I got to give this to Rhea on one condition. And that the only way Rhea wins this match is if Roxanne Perez interferes. But look, I am starting to grow a little bit tired of Rhea messing with the Judgment Day like she is. And all honesty, she should have just moved to SmackDown with Damian Priest. She should have. But here we are. Liv Morgan's out with an injury again. And now we got Roxanne Perez in the mist somewhere. Roxanne trying to do everything Liv's doing. Trying to flirt with Dominic, trying to steal the tag team partner, like y'all. That's gonna come to a head at one point. Seriously. And I don't mean Doms either. Shut up. Stop thinking like that. You dirty-minded individuals. Alright. Look. Easy answer. I can't really go into too much detail about this match. It's gotta be Rhea Ripley. I'm just giving it to Rhea Ripley. Alright. Next up. we have Sami Zayn taking on Karrion Kross. Yo, look, much respect to Karrion Kross. I remember him as freaking Killer Kross from his TNA Impact days. Heck, I got a picture of Karrion on my wall for his Impact poster. Go figure. Alright. But dang, he used to be bald back then. Goodness gracious, he was bald. Ugh. Alright. But look, Karrion, they had been pushing for him to get a push for a long time, and I even read somewhere that maybe Karrion Kross hasn't been getting that big of a push because the man can't bump or the man's afraid to bump. So I gotta watch this match very, very closely. I mean, look, he's in there with a smaller guy like Sami Zayn, and I don't know what that's going to look like for somebody like him, but all things considered, this match needs to be what pushes Karrion Kross. Now look, nothing against Sami. I love Sami, but right now he doesn't need a victory. Not in this particular match anyway. Karrion needs this way more than Sami. And besides, look, I know Sami's history with the Saudi Arabian government is like out there, but we're gonna be back in for the Royal Rumble anyway, and I already knew this like the day or I know it was definitely post WrestleMania this year, where I said that Sami Zayn should be a shoo-in to win the next Royal Rumble, and what do you know? The next Royal Rumble happens to be in Saudi Arabia. Like, this is like lining up to be the perfect opportunity for Sami Zayn to win the Royal Rumble. And with that being said, Sami doesn't need to win this match. Karrion does. So I'm going to give this one to Karrion. Alright. Next up, we have a Queen of the Ring tournament final match of Asuka versus Jade Cargill. Alright. Look, y'all. This Queen and King of the Ring tournament, it felt like it was kind of rushed last minute. I don't know. Because, look, I'm used to the normal one-on-one match format. But right before we got to the semifinals, those was a bunch of fatal four-way qualifier matches. So this whole Queen and King of the Ring thing was like kind of weird to me. I mean, look, just the fact that we're calling this event Night of Champions is weird in its own right. I mean, I remember like back when I was a youngin', Night of Champions used to be an event centered around all the championship gold was being defended in one night. So that ain't the case tonight, though. Sorry. Tomorrow. I'm getting my time zone mixed up. So Asuka just came back. I know she's been on a losing streak lately since right before she left, but because Asuka just came back, she needs to win this match. Look, Asuka has lost too many WrestleManias for her to just come back and lose to Jade. Matter of fact, look, there is nothing wrong with Asuka. I don't even know if Jade's actually been defeated in one-on-one yet. I gotta take a look at that later. Has Jade lost a one-on-one match since she got back? Look, Asuka knows a thing or two about winning streaks. And I'm just saying, Charlotte had the privilege of ending Asuka's streak. Is there any ethical reason about why Asuka can't end Jade's? And I know, look, we got a lot of questions about Naomi and Bianca Belair. Nothing has really been addressed for that situation just yet. But who knows? Maybe with SummerSlam around the corner, we might be getting Jade versus Bianca. We'll see. Time will tell. But right now, I'm going to get us one to Asuka. Alright, next up, we have the King of the Ring tournament final as Randy Orton takes on Cody Rhodes. Oh man, I can just hear Queen Enterprises screaming right now. Like, I know we're not going to be watching the event together this year. We got a bunch of stuff going on our own right. But I just know I'm probably going to be hearing her scream from, like, this far away. Hey, who knows? She might even be screaming right now just seeing Randy on the screen. But, anyway, I hate to say it, but, man, it's got to be Cody Rhodes. Cody's legacy has led up to this match right here. I mean, wouldn't it be ironic, though? Cody Rhodes going from breaking a throne to finally being declared a king of the ring. And folks, like, this is the King of the Ring tournament win that could actually do both men some good and actually give the King of the Ring tournament that much needed legitimacy that it needed. Alright, I think I was just repeating myself. And the reason I say that is because think about all the other past King of the Rings and how it used to be meaningful. Alright, Cody Rhodes having that title of being King of the Ring might give the crown some value. Finally. So, I'm going to give this one to Cody. I don't know where this is going to leave Randy, but time will tell. Alright, and lastly, my inner 16, 17-year-old self is screaming with joy right now. John Cena versus CM Punk, and everything about this feud, down to a T, has been a nod of respect to the pipe bomb from 2011, and I am all for it. Of course, you know me, I'm a big CM Punk fan, but I don't see him winning this match. I really don't know when CM Punk is going to win a championship again, at least not in WWE, but you know Cena's taking that belt with him to SummerSlam. You know he has to. But we also know that R-Truth might still have a vendetta against John. I don't know where he's going to go with this, but hopefully he's not going any. Hopefully the answer isn't nowhere. I don't know what's next for R-Truth. Ron Killings. I don't know what. Man, are they really about to pull the trigger for Cody versus Cena at SummerSlam? Who knows? They might do Cena versus Randy Orton one more time. I don't know. But, man, I gotta give this one to John Cena. It looks like SummerSlam is gonna be a rematch from WrestleMania. That's the way it's looking. Well, alright folks. I guess I can go ahead and wrap the video right. I guess I can wrap the video up right there. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. If you like this video, please give it a big old thumbs up. It helps me out a lot. And yeah. Until next time, make sure all of you remember to be outrageously optimistic year round. Booyah. I'm out.
Someone said you're feeling brave tonight. Do you really want to cross the line right now? Go ahead and try to take what's mine. Let it